Cool. I guess no lipstick necessary.
All right, cool.
So, oh, your hair is very pretty.
Thank you.
Hello, everybody. It's been a while since I've had a guest on Coffee Talk. So thank you so much for showing up. I'm meeting Malkiva for the first time, and you're located in
India? Yeah.
And what part?
I'm in Chandigarh.
Cool. So thank you for coming to play. And there's been a lot of changes in the world in the last few weeks, especially last week with the 6th day in South Africa. And I know a lot of people are feeling like, what the heck is going on? Were you part of that class or no?
No, I wasn't. Probably I'll choose the 6th day. Maybe next year, sometime soon. Yeah.
I heard next year, maybe, fingers crossed, maybe at El Lugar in Costa Rica. So that would be amazing.
Does it get any better than this? Wow, that would be amazing. Actually amazing. Yeah. So tell me.
Yeah.
So you are from?
I'm in Northern California.
Northern California. Okay.
And yeah, I used to go to the 6th day back when it was the 7 day every year, and they only had one a year. And they were in Costa Rica in a different resort, and they were amazing. I loved going to those. And then they added several others during the year, and I'm not sure what occurred, but I haven't chosen one of them in a few years. But they're amazing because the people they get together and where you go in the universe with it is so far beyond, and it like helps create the continually unwinding of where we're all stuck in limitation, and like opens up a new concept that we've all bought into, like this whole presumptive reality thing. Have you heard about that?
That's shown up in this 6th day. Yeah, I've been listening about it. I've been hearing about it. I've been reading about it in the different groups. Yeah, I even heard Simone talk about it in one of her calls. So yeah, that's showing up really big as of now.
I mean, throughout the years, there have been different concepts that we've looked at and pulled apart to create more awareness. And gosh, I used to be able to name all the layers of the 12-layer dip, so to speak. And now I've just totally lost count. But each time it's like so much more opens up. I mean, way back when there was the supermind, and there was the underworld and the overworld, and there was manupovs and minorities. Do we remember what those are? Manufactured points of view.
Yes.
And manufactured realities.
Yes. Oh, in fact, I just started doing my CF work notes, Google Forms. I think the reference material reads that we have to fill up and send. So yeah, I just started on that today. So for the renewal, and yeah, so much is showing up again, going back to the reference materials. You keep forgetting so much, and then you keep coming back to it. And the change it brings about every time is fucking awesome. And how it contributes and what changes every time when you go back to reading I mean, any of the books, any of the manuals, the study material, you name it, and it contributes to you on a different platform every time. And yeah, I just completed the 10 Keys to Total Freedom recently again. And
Mhm.
today, I think the Distract Time Plans, I don't even remember the name of the book. I just ordered today, I just received it. So yeah, and then Getting Out of Debt Joyfully. I think parallelly I'm running two books these days. So
Yeah,
how much is showing up, what is changing?
yeah.
It's pretty
I
amazing.
agree. And like each time you dive into that material from the new space of awareness that you have after going through it once, twice, 10 times, like you can see it so much clearer and you get so much more awareness.
Absolutely,
It's like
absolutely,
looking at something completely new, even though you're reviewing it. So I highly recommend people looking at this. You know, if you have an old manual, go look at it again, flip it open, ask yourself, you know, what
absolutely,
do I need to know today? And just look at a paragraph. It's mind-blowing how much awareness you get from
how
even just a few
much? Yeah,
sentences.
because um, I remember, I don't know in what calls or where did I read it. I think we were doing how to become a one new workbook once, and I was listening to Gary says at one place that if you desire that this workbook contributes to you each day, go open one page each day and read that topic. And I've always kept the money workbook on my work table since then, and I just open just any page, and that really works for me. Whatever is going on there is the reality that my world is desiring to change on that particular day.
Yep.
And I don't know, since like forever I have been doing this now, and that goes with every book. I think the other day someone asked me some question from there was this call with Dane on some clips from Being You Changing the World. And I was, oh my God, I've read the book so many times, but I don't remember when I read this, and I have to go back to starting the book again. And I should really
Exactly.
do that. Yeah, so much comes up every time, and it's so beautiful. And you just don't know that how you had missed upon it or forgotten about it. And because your world is desiring a different change today, you will see it in a new light today.
Yep.
So that's
It's so
pretty
true. We
amazing.
listen through the filters of what we think is wrong or what we need to change or what we're looking to hear to undo something, but then you miss all this other stuff.
Absolutely. Yeah,
But,
and
you
it
know,
becomes it
that's how we
becomes a
learn.
beautiful conversation. Yeah, I was doing this clearings call with in the afternoon, and something so much about relationships and the potency attached to the relationships showing up as so much of anger with all of the participants was showing up today. And it
Mhm.
was it was like, oh my God, is it just me or is it everyone who's feeling? I mean, if we go into the feelings of it beyond that, and when we started asking questions, what outcreation that was, and what ease it was for all our bodies, and the aches and pains vanishing out of the bodies. It was crazily amazing. And yeah, the easiest and bestest part, I think, I feel or I know of, that works for me for during classes, during sessions, is what grand and glorious adventures can every day be. right? And when we keep asking that, the grand and glorious adventures that keep showing up every day are so contributing. And I've learned to smile again because of access consciousness. I mean, to put it in just two words, I've
Yeah,
just
that's
learned to
wonderful.
smile with all my heart again because of access and using the tools that are so amazing. I mean, it gives me a new sense of breath every day. So yeah,
Yay. Yeah, it really is like takes the lid
yes,
off and lets people
absolutely.
out to play. And Cindy commented saying, thank you, Malvika. Your sense of play has helped give me the awareness of why I keep getting drawn to access. And she's been asking for more joy. So, yeah, I mean, this access is a weird, wild, wacky organization. And you can come and take what you want and leave and come back, and there's no point of view about it. But
No point of
the
view about it.
reason we keep getting drawn is because it's not static. It grows every day. It grows and changes. So you might think, oh, I got all I need out of it, but not really. It's
Not
sort of like,
really, yeah.
you get hungry even though you had breakfast, a few hours later, maybe dinner, maybe the next day, but you still get hungry for more, you know?
Absolutely.
So there's this hunger for more awareness, more consciousness. And I've never found any other modality that is constantly growing, reaching, and going so far beyond. And I think sometimes the people on the peripheries don't get that because they don't go deep enough. They just, have the crumbs, which are great too, and they can make your life nice. But there's so much more, which is why I'm always drawn to, the really advanced classes, the maestro class and the 6 day and the, even COP, but even bars and foundation can give you that as well if you're willing
Absolutely.
to go deep.
You know, when I came into Access, I was doing 17 odd modalities before I came into Access, right?
Wow.
And yeah, and when you say that, you keep looking for answers and looking for the purpose that you have been craving for as to why I am here and what do I contribute to and what is the contribution that I can be, or whether this is for me or this is even isn't for me. And when any of the modalities you go to, I mean, that's my personal experience. I'm not putting it on anybody, right? Or I'm not even forcing it on anybody. That's my personal journey that I'm just talking about. Whenever I would look into going into answers, so 17 different modalities were done with 17 different people, and I had just one person with whom I did one modality, that he was the only person who empowered me to just teach me, I mean, take me to the path of ever expansiveness, of that I can believe in myself and I can keep growing and I can keep expanding the knowledge base that is there.
Yeah.
And then wonderfully comes in Access, where Gary says, you know, you are empowered to empower others, empowering to empower, and that right? Never say, I don't know. I mean, you always know. And that was so expansive for me, so expansive for me. And I think that was the day of the beginning of asking of more questions and instead of looking for answers. because the answers just started fading away. It was always about being in the question, even in your yuckiest, tuckiest. I've had, like many people, a very topsy turvy, shitty journey. And but those questions have really taken me ahead. Those questions, just being in those questions of what else
Yeah.
is possible, how does it get any better than this, what is right
Yeah.
about this. I mean, you name it, and there are tools for everything. And just being in those tools and just being those tools is what's creating the change. And it's ever amazing for me. I am amazed at every year when I look back 1 year, and oh my God, I've changed so much in this 1 year. Oh my God, I'm a different person in this 1 year, and the contribution just keeps flowing. I'm in ever gratitude for
Mhm.
everything.
How does it get better?
Yes. How does it get any better than this?
Yeah, that's awesome. Wow.
Keeps
Yeah.
keeps growing and growing and growing. Yes.
Mm. Yeah, I was talking to some ladies yesterday, um, and just sharing a little bit about the process, the energetic facelift, and how amazing it is. And I'm realizing the presumptive reality that people have with aging and with their face and wrinkles and all of this stuff, that even just running clearings could help shift, but doing that in conjunction with the body process creates major change.
Major shift. Yeah. The presumptive
So
reality with money, right?
mm,
With money is like, oh my God. I mean, I've been hearing this, and the change that is creating with so much, with the choices of money, with the change that we can create with money, and so many points of views that we have carried from ages and ages that we are not choosing to get out of those, is what is still, I mean, especially people who come from a background of non-access, right, where money is a very big point of view. And how it starts to melt when they just understand, and when they are making that one thing, which Gary says so beautifully, everything just begins with a choice.
right.
And when we keep
I've,
reiterating that,
yeah,
that it's all about choice. You just have to choose, guys. You just have to choose.
and be
And
willing
just like we are
to
choosing now.
not, yeah, be willing to not have it be solid and expect
Yes.
to know how it's going to show up. And that's part of it. People think that
Yes.
they're afraid of the space, of the lightness, and of possibility, but that's just misidentified, misapplied. They're not afraid, they're actually excited. Like,
Absolutely.
do you remember how solid your life used to be and how you felt like you didn't have any choice and how
Yeah.
serious
I
things
mean,
were?
I found my life to be at a dead end. I was at a crossroad where I just didn't know that there was any path I could move into. I mean, suicide was the easiest option that I saw was available to me, right? And moving from there by leaps and bounds, and just moving 2 steps forward. There were times when moving half a step forward was also so goddamn tough. But the tough
Yeah.
nut that I am, I just chose that journey of, even if I move, I mean, half a step forward, I will keep choosing it. I will not look back. I will not
Yeah.
look back. That is the only choice that I made. And when I look back now, I mean, oh my God, so much has changed for the beautiful and for
Mhm.
the kindness of it, for the joy of it. The yuckiest, tuckiest have come and gone like poof with these joy glory. And I mean, all of life comes to me with these joy glory is like breathing it, right? It comes so easily to me today. Initial six
Mhm.
months when I had started it, I had to set an alarm on my phone to do it. Today, it's
Mhm.
like you open your eyes and okay, all of life comes to me with ease and joy and
Mhm.
glory. That's
Mhm.
just something that comes with so much joy, so much
Yeah.
joy. And
Every day. Yeah. When I'm
yeah,
going to sleep, when I'm
I
waking up, when I'm in traffic, all of
absolutely.
life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. Yeah.
I used
Changes
to have
things.
sleepless nights and I couldn't sleep throughout the nights and all I started doing was all of night comes to me with ease and joy and glory. All of sleep comes to me with ease and joy and glory. And that's how it started shifting. And oh my
Yeah.
God, it's beautiful. I can go on and on and on and on about all this.
You
It's
know,
so beautiful.
when you were talking about um, coming to a dead end and having to make a different choice, I remember reading this book a long, long time ago. Maybe you know it, Autobiography of a Yogi. And
Yes,
in one of the
absolutely.
stories, he talks like he went out searching for his guru, and
Yes.
he was searching, and he was walking on this path, and he said he just couldn't take another step in that direction. And as soon as he turned around, he saw his guru, and he knew it. And
Guru.
and
Yes.
I remember when I mean, I'd done lots of different modalities as well, and it was I really only chose a little bit of each thing because it just seemed like each one of those were dead ends. But when I came upon access and the clearing statement and how it changed everything instantly, I was just like, oh my gosh. And anytime along this road in the last 20 years that I've been like, I don't know, like, because a lot of people wonder, do I want to continue? Do I want to do this? You know, why are you still doing this weird access stuff? It's so much money and, it takes all your time and whatever. That's their point of view. Anytime I've looked at not choosing it, it feels so heavy. It feels like I'm turning away from the following the source to more of me. I just I can't do it. And it doesn't mean you have to go to classes all the time, but choosing you as the source and asking for more awareness, asking for the universe to surprise you with miraculous possibilities. Um, constantly choosing the lightness, whatever that is for you. Why would you go the other direction? I don't know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. When you say all this, what shows up for me right now is I was always the black sheep of my family as well. So I was always made wrong for my choices. I was always called weird, and I was
Yeah.
always happy being weird. I was always happy being weird, and once I chose the change and once my weirdness has I mean grown by leaps and bounds, and when Gary says, you've always been made wrong for your strengths, and the wrongness of you is the strongness of you. When Dane said that, I was, oh my God. And I have been judging myself so much over it. I am the odd one out, and today I'm happy to be the odd one out, right? previously, I mean, I would never acknowledge it so beautifully, though I was always happy in my skin. I would never give a damn to what people would think, what my family would think if I'm the odd one out. And I would create something so beautiful career wise and being the odd one out also. And my mom used to say, I just don't know how you do it, but I'm happy that you do what you do. So thankfully, she was very kind that way. And that has, I mean, the expansiveness that that weirdness has brought about is
Yeah.
is crazily amazing.
Yeah.
And
And
that
now you can
choice,
like
that
actually relax into it, because like
absolutely,
before we were always weird and we were happy being weird, but the happy that we allowed to, you know, be exposed was very limited. And now you can
yes,
expose your
yes,
happiness, you can expose your joy, you can actually let it seep into the world where it needs to be. Like the
absolutely.
world, people, the earth need your joy and your essence, whatever that is. So,
Yeah,
like, let's not hold it in anymore. Let's just be it, be weird, be different. There's nobody like you, and
absolutely,
that's okay. We're like a million different colors.
absolutely.
Well, wow, it was so
And each one is
wonderful
beautiful.
chatting with you. The half hour is already just about up. Would you
Course,
like
thank
to share what you have coming up? Um, Maybe people would be interested. What have you got going on?
So I'm a Joy of Business certified facilitator and certified facilitator with Access Consciousness. I do classes online and live anywhere that anyone is choosing from. I love to travel and I'd love to create that creationship wherever anyone is choosing. If that energy works for you, more than welcome. And I'd be happy that I can contribute to your life as much as you are contributing to mine. Thank you
Beautiful.
so much. It was beautiful.
Yay. Maybe I'll see you in person someday. That would be fun.
Very soon. Yes, it would be fun.
Cool.
Yes.
Well, I am going to jump into my other group, Finding Your Sparkle, and do the Monday morning expanding exercise. And we're also doing 30 by
Okay.
30 clearings. Yeah. So come jump in that group if you're watching here. And if you're watching later, check us out. In the show notes. There'll be both of our websites. So find your joy.
Right.
Have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for
How does it
joining.
get any better than this? Thank
Mwah.
you. Bye. I'll see you.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye.